The first step when sharpening a new loop of chain is to identify the length, the shortest length of cutter in the entire loop in order to identify the target length of after you've sharpened. In order to do that, we want to do a sample of left and right hand cutters all the way around the loop. And to do that, we're going to use a digital calipers and measure cutters from front to back of the cutter length and memorize over a sample what's the shortest number. 4600, 4612, and do this all the way around the loop to identify the shortest cutter of the loop. So let's say we found a 4655 as the shortest length. We then would want to take off at least about 5/1000 of the cutter. So our target is now not 4655, but 5/1000 less, so 4650. That way, when we then set our position, after we've made the first cut, tighten it up, made the first cut, we can then adjust the adjust the backstop to make sure that this one cutter, 4655, adjust it, tighten, bring it down, loosen it, check it, 4655, we're good. Then you won't change this. You'll do every single left-hand cutter, skipping that one, and skipping all the right-hand cutters in order to go through all of the cutters. One important thing is to mark your first cutter with a Sharpie or with somehow to identify when that comes all the way around, you know that you've completed all the left-hand cutters. Then you would then switch to the right-hand cutters by loosening this, rotating your entire machine, and doing your right-hand cutters with the same process. One technique which you can barely watch many of the YouTube videos, you want to make sure that you're not pulling back with different pressures each time when setting this this clamp. If you're pulling back with 50 pounds of force, you're going to put so much flex in here that you're going to change this by more than 10/1000 of an inch in order to set the location of your cutter when coming down at a consistent location. That way each length is always the same length. So pull it back with the same amount of pressure, clamp it, and cut. When you're cutting, you don't want to introduce any extra heat into the system. So when you're into the cutter, when you go ahead and grind, you want to do let's actually move this where it's supposed to be and not hitting the raker. One other thing is we never want to touch any of the rakers. So in this case, come back on this side, as we're cutting, we want to be able to do a tap, tap, tap. So the motion isn't a all the way down in one cut. We want to do a tap, tap, tap in order to get all the way down into the bottom. What that's doing is that tap, tap, tap will allow the heat generated by each tap to actually cool back down so that you're not introducing any extra heat into the cutter, which would then soften that cutter tip. If you ever see any discoloration and bluing, you're putting too much heat into your cutter and you're softening the cutters, and you're not going to get as many cuts into your chain per loop between sharpening.